Mention Jinx, welcome back to Stanley Parable. We are back with the Stanley Parable adventure line.
I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable adventure line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Perfect. I'm sure we won't get lost with this adventure line. I mean, if we can't trust the adventure line, guys, there's no one in this world we can't trust. Can trust. One of those two. Anyway, let's follow the adventure line, because well, we keep getting lost. Oh, of course.
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
To destiny and beyond.
Who'd have thought? Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself?
Whoa, hang on, but
that got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now.
No, music. Right. That's gonna get copyrighted. Take me to a murder show. Stop it! Guys! Why? Buddy, I'm not the music choice. Turn it off.
Cut the music. Go back and look at that fern.
Why?
Stanley, this fern will be very important later.
Is it a New Zealand fern?
Make sure you study
I don't think so.
And remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Our fern is very iconic, that's how I know. Cool. It's a natural symbol. Cool. You have a random fern.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
It's found the story.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you. After everything we've been through.
Wait, we can't trust anybody, guys.
Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Shocker of the century, mate. You know, you can't just restart because you just... Every time someone gets annoyed.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us?
Why?
We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting,
I'm intelligent. Not sure about you yet.
Mysterious.
Don't play the music.
This all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Yeah, sure, why not? I'm sure the line won't get angry with us.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be?
Buddy.
Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley.
I call yes on that.
I'm ready for it. Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Don't acknowledge it, TM? Why? Why you got all this stuff? Jesus Christ, line's going crazy.
A choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity.
Yes.
In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere. Which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here.
What?
And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin.
I think this is what I said in the first one.
Let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one.
God,
another victory for logic. Come, Stanley. Our destiny.
I'm spinning around in circles. Yeah, I don't mind. Confusion ending. Wait, what? The narrator's gone after a long time. Stanley dies. Why?
Oh, hold up. What's this?
Huh.
The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight
Play along again,
times?
begin for 9. Then we're office is
really
big and
how all
make up
this
story
goes?
here.
It's all
Reset. No longer office
determined?
suddenly blank. Wander in blackness.
So
Find
now, according to the
bookstore, get
schedule,
lost,
I
leave.
restart again.
Restart.
Then what?
Gone.
Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it?
Can't
did we
jump
break
on
the
the chairs, that's the
cycle?
problem.
The, whatever it is that made this schedule?
I guess so.
How
I'm
will
gonna
we
keep
even
wondering.
know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
I don't know.
So, okay. I guess now we just wait, you know.
Yeah.
I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm
No,
not quite sure
it's
if
boring.
we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now.
Oh boy.
We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime,
Wait, that ringing wasn't my ears? Whoa, okay, weird. I've says this right now.
all of his co-workers were gone.
Oh, I still
What
gone.
could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
Stuck
simply
on the
missed a
doorway.
memo.
Was the fern the killer then?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered that this was not the correct way to the meeting room,
was listening
and
to that,
Stanley knew it perfectly well.
I don't want to.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the
One day I'll
employee
listen to
lounge
that, yeah.
first, just to admire it.
Yeah,
Standing
conversation
now in
pit.
this incredible room,
Cool.
Stanley for the first but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the
Okay,
opposite
what did it
door,
say?
and got back on track.
To go down. Whoop. I'll try it. Why not?
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He
Oh
wanted
no, I don't
wander
want to live
about
for this.
and get even further
Left
off
it.
the
That's
So
right.
now in
It's
order to
turned
get
out
back, he
Western
needed to
way.
go,
Finally. Oh look, spoilers. I've already seen and played through.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
Here we
And
go
this time,
again.
Suppose we don't wander so far off track, hmm? Okay, from the top.
When's the line gonna appear? Because it
All
said
of
it will
his
come back for
co-workers
us.
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to
Adventure
the
line.
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Adventure Line, where are you?
What?
Am I replaying the same
No.
ending?
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over.
I don't want to
completely fresh.
restart. This.
Everything should be was right
Okay,
here.
you know what? I played this beginning, so I think we'll just begin again. We'll listen to it this time, I guess. Okay?
But Stanley simply couldn't
What?
handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome
Let
fell
me
under
out!
his responsibility?
Let
he
me
had never been
out!
trained for that. No. This couldn't go
Let me
anywhere
out!
except badly. The thing to do
No!
now, Stanley thought
I
to
hate...
himself,
No!
is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me.
I'm not
In
an
here, I
introvert,
can
I'm
be
an
happy
extrovert. I want out.
forever.
Let me be where the
I
people
will be
are.
happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed.
I'm gonna
Then
die
days.
here. Come on, please, let
Had
me
years
out.
gone by. He no
I
longer
don't
had
want to
the
die in the
ability to
office
tell.
job.
But the one thing he knew for
Please.
sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come.
No.
Eventually, someday,
Let me
they
out!
would arrive.
Let me out!
Very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little
Let me
bit
out.
closer. Now it's even closer.
Torture, please!
Here it comes.
Thank you. Embrace death. Can I leave? Thank you. Jeez.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
Oh, God. What have I done?
When Stanley came to a set
Come
of
to
two
the
open
left.
doors, he entered the door on his left.
Cool. Meeting room. Yes, very interesting.
Yet
Don't get
there was
fired.
not a single person here either.
Moving on with my
Feeling
life.
a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Ooh, this looks better.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
True.
All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy.
Except his boss is
And
gone
then
too.
something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all.
Yes.
None of it made
I'm
any
going around in
logical
circles.
sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations.
What the heck?
For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Oh
Why
no!
did doors close automatically
gone
behind
meta.
him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
Yes.
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue.
He's
He
a
just
video
hadn't
game
found the
character.
words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream.
Ah.
Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation.
Somebody had
His
the stream. It's
co-workers
pretty
weren't
vivid.
actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job.
Like,
He wasn't
pretty
crazy
detailed
after
dream.
all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon.
Dreams,
I'll
you're not
go
supposed
back
to notice
my
the small
boring
details like
real-life
that.
job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
Oh wait, I played this
So,
game before.
He imagined himself flying and began to
Wait,
gently
hang
float
on.
above the ground.
Boy.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken
What the heck?
up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
What?
Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
It's your conscience.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream.
He's a video game character.
Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
But what about the space
Now,
and
hearing
flying
the voice
stuff?
speak these words
Excuse
was
me.
quite a shock to Stanley.
Door frame.
After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this
Yeah.
was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars
Exactly.
just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just...
What?
He would prove it. He would prove that he was in
Sorry, I'm
control.
in the doorway.
That this was a
Again.
dream.
Oh my god.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he
Wait.
invited himself to wake up.
No, I don't want
He
to
felt
sleep.
the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want.
What?
I
That's
want my
not-
apartment and my wife
My wife is a
and
lie.
my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
Really?
My life is normal.
You don't have
I am
any
normal.
other inspirations?
Everything will be fine.
I mean, that's fine, but...
I am okay.
Are you?
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is
Ah,
Stanley.
horror game
I
was
have a
sleepy
boss.
as-
I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am
what the
real.
heck?
I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Wait. Hold on now.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane.
Okay.
I am in control of my mind.
How do you know, though?
I know what is
How do
real
you know?
and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the
Is
rest
she
of her
replacing me?
life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
What the hell was that? The end is loading. Now where am I?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What the hell is happening?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked
Yeah, sure, let's
upstairs
go up
to
there.
his boss's office.
Why would these bosses have stairs leading straight to him?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk
Yes,
guarded
tell me.
the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
I was totally
28.
close to it.
Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to
That's
just
hilarious.
let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed
No,
for a
no
few moments
music!
with some
No
calming New
music!
Age music.
You don't stop. Oh god, come on, man. Not happy. No, please.
Feeling soothed and
I
rejuvenated,
don't feel smooth.
Stanley calmly walked forward into the open
Whoa, wait, shut. Oh. Why do you do this to me, game? Why?
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
Oh yeah,
It
what
was
is
a
that?
stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him?
Let me
This
out.
question would not go
me
unanswered
out.
for long.
I'm the same man. Let me out. Jeez, what is
Stanley
happening?
walked straight ahead through the large door that
Ooh,
read
escape.
Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
I knew it was the horror game corridor. dark, ominous
The
corridor
door
with
behind him
monster.
was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Nah, I want to escape.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to
Yep.
walk forward
Yeah.
and willingly
See? Yeah.
confront his death.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. What is it? Meat grinder? Ooh, lovely. It's loading. Loading in the meat grinder? I don't know. Whee! Wait, what?
As the machine whirred into
Oh.
motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to him,
Oh, meat
he
squisher.
reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
I can't jump
Stanley
out.
can't see the
Seriously.
bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is.
This is
Perhaps
pretty
his
damn funny.
death was of no great loss, like plugging the eyeballs from a blind man.
Sorry, what?
So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Oh, that's how I'm gonna... Well, I'm gonna face death in the eye.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
What?
In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
I'm alive. Whoa! Not... Whoa. Hi? Stanley. Oh. Okay. Can't knock all these cardboard boxes. What am I gonna do with my life? Oh, now I
And
can
yet
walk
it would
towards
be
it.
just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office,
What is
as
that?
alive as ever.
What is that?
What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in
what?
advance, death
Wait,
becomes
what?
meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
2 doors. The set of 2 doors are the very first concrete piece of Stanley Parable's design. Once this room was created, the rest of the game was emerged as an extension of it. Exploration of the contraction this room posed. Filing cabinet. The pacing of this opening session was important to get right. This corridor has been moved in order to make sure the player reaches 2 doors in good time. Good time for what? The blueprint shows the office at the beginning of the game. The path from Stanley's office to the 2 doors in the first part of the game was built. Sections have been added and altered throughout the development core layout remains almost identical for the first iteration. Nature pictures Stanley's computer. We got credits. Well done to everybody who worked on the game. What the heck is this? Is this actually extra stuff? The office. Maintenance room. Early version, sorry. Photocopier, very important. What on earth is this? There are screenshots of the Stanley Parable HD remix. More endings, fewer endings, more narrators, fewer narrators, more Stanley, less Sandy. Stanley. The point of Stanley Parable HD remix is to win. Am I going crazy? Maybe it isn't the same image. That was the clock there before. I don't remember. How do I go back? Can you check for me? The point of the Stanley Parable HD remix is to lose. Larger words. Get rid of the text. Maybe then I can see what the game is about. That's funny. Greenlight, September 2012, we submitted the Stanley Parable to Greenlight Valve's process of proving games for Steam. The Greenlight page only had a series of cryptic photos, which was still enough to win the community's approval. That is cute. I love it. Warzone. Early in development, we designed the ending where Stanley would end up in the battlefield fighting aliens of all things. The action game would become Sentinel and would rage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it was far too jokey on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, the people interpreted it as making fun of the people who like shooters, which was not our intent. Huh. Interesting. I was not expecting this. The lounge, very important. The office. The apartment time, which I've not seen. The previous version, the choice leads to the apartment ending. A timer will give you 15 seconds to pick up a phone. Not picking a phone would lead to a different ending. Okay. Cargo lift. This second version of is functionally the same as what's in the final game, but it wants to look more like a place of cargoes that actually been stored. Those look like slides. Which upsets me because I know they're not slides, but I want to slide them down. Slide down them. The cargo lift. The cargo is intended to offer the choice of staying on or jumping to a different path. However, after this early version, we decided we also want the option of player falling to the death. Yay? Why would you want that? Meeting room. Maintenance layout. The floor hallways following the two doors were important to get right since player will repeat them so many times. We discussed a number of designs. Note it was the simplest version that won out. Dungeon. Get a good shot of those guys. They might come useful later. I wouldn't know. I'm gonna get lost in this place. Damn it. The game is now paused. Begin the game. Oh, escape menu. For a long time, we had an ending that only ended when the player restarted from the escape menu. Unfortunately, very few players realized this is what they're supposed to do, which is frustrating for everyone. Damn it, guys. What is this? Vending model. The vending went through many iterations. This room presents the fourth version of the ending. We thought it was complete, but decided to abandon it and change shortly before launch. Zending. Is this Portal? The screenshot depicts the early version of the ending known as Zending. Is eventually cut and merged with another part of the game. But Portal? The levers are part of the thing. Huh. Okay. Why is it so here? I'm gonna get lost. Trailers. Okay. Not gonna play those. I feel like this is actually changing up on me. Ah, exit! Run to it! Monitor room elevator. We'll time the elevator in the monitor room will go up or down and free them above and count down below. We abandoned this when players found it too difficult to remember what was up and what was down and placed the two endings together instead. Countdown room. What's the countdown room? Freedom ending. Countdown desk. Jesus, if you knew what these endings are, I bet this would make a lot more sense. I don't know if I'm doing spoilers. I am deadly interested in it because it's fascinating to see all this stuff, but god damn it, I'm like, what? Okay, that's the evolution of his office. Glad he got less space in the final cut. Will playing this anything without me make friends? I don't have any. After the second trailer we sent out, we asked some people that emailed the narrator for questions. While we intentionally planned to use them in the further promotional materials, never found the perfect use for them. Are you a rock? Huh. Nice emails, guys. I'm glad you sent some really thrilling ones, like, are you a rock and will I get friends from this game? I will say no. I don't feel like narrator is my friend. I don't think he's anybody's friend. I don't even know how to get out of here. Okay, exit. Let's run.
Oh, look at these two.
What two?
How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
What? I'm turning it off.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
No.
No, perhaps not. Sometimes
My
these
brain's
things
fried.
cannot be seen.
Help.
But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
Mate, I
Push
just
escape
wanna...
and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time...
What? What? Where did the game go? I should have quit, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to. What is happening? Where's my game? Game, please come back. Do I have to? Ah, I have to. Ah, okay. Back to menu. Jeez. Okay. That was an ending. Okay, I got an ending. What just happened? Oh my gosh. I think we got the meta endings, I think, and my brain is completely fried. I might have to pull up some kind of endings guides, not for spoilers, but because I want to get different endings without having to repeat them. So I might have to look up, I won't look up spoilers, I just need a kind of a loose guide of where to go, because I am blindly just like following these stuff, and I have no idea where I'm going, and I don't want to repeat the same stuff because that will be, you know, boring. I want to find some new stuff, so I might look into that. But I won't look into spoilers. This is what makes the game so amazing. It's so complex and so mind-frying. It's really awesome. It's on top of the amazing writing and style of the game. But yeah, we'll continue this off next time. But for right now, that's it for this video, guys. Hope you have enjoyed. If you have, subscribe for more awesome content. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Hey!